Alright, so ST of 10-9 suited. It's going to raise or see a flop.
I had something to say, but I don't remember we were on TV.
Alright, so ST is going to raise up 10-9 suited. Going to make it 35,000. I wonder if Elton calls with Ace-Jack suited. Some nice food coming in. What is that? So Elton limp shoves Ace-Jack of clubs into ST. ST snap calls 10-9 suited. Ace-Jack of clubs in the lead. Not by too much. No, when Elton wanted to raise the stakes, he instantly gets it in soon. So there's 511,000 euros in the middle right now. Over $500,000. Flop. Oh, that's a dangerous flop. ST takes the lead, but Elton can hit. He's got 53% chance. Turns a 9, so that kills a lot of his outs. 5 clubs remaining. And River's a 10. ST is going to make a full house. Wins €500,000.
You need to play against somebody non-Chinese, bro. Showing chance.
What?
So he needs to play against somebody non-Chinese on the big pot.
So there's an all-in and a call. Rui's got Jack-9 offsuit. Elton's all-in with pocket 10s. Pogorski's all-in with Ace-King. A 3-way all-in.
Shove, call, overcall. Of course. Why?
So there's 312,000 in the middle and 88,000 side pot.
This is the best Chinese product player.
Ace is, this is a great flop for Pogorski. Just has to dodge 2 10s.
What happened before flop?
Turn is a king. So full house for Pogorski. Scoops his pot.
Who shot?
Straight is no good.
No, I'll watch the hand. Come on.
But there is a side pot.
You want to bet?
I just know that Rui Cal lost
I don't want to bet.
all his chips his pot.
Oh, I see you both short.
You mean 37.
No, he shoved, he called, and then he overcalled.
Elton moving back all in here with King 10 offsuit, hoping to take down the blinds and antes.
Gonna fold over to Ivy of Jack 8 offsuit. It's not that many. It's not that big of a shove. So Tan Xuan here actually gonna call here with Ace 6 offsuit. Gets Ivy out. So Tan Xuan here with the best hand, Ace 6, but only slightly ahead, I believe.
You're gonna win.
Ace 6 actually slightly behind here with 47%
Wow,
equity.
I'm surprised. And on that flop, it makes a lot of sense. So Tan Xuan needs to hit an ace, and only an ace. There's the ace on the turn. Elton needs to king. Another ace on the river. Elton's going to need to rebuy.
I think he wasn't rooting for you.
Seems like the players are getting it all in every hand lately. So actually, Elton's rebuying for 300,000 euros. So it's possible that the minimum rebuy is 300 now.
Raise 43. Fold. Fold. Fold.
Why so big? Smaller?
44. 43. Heads up.
But he's lucky.
Chips.
Check. Check.
What is this check? Where is this check coming from?
Check.
Okay, so Elton doesn't really have too much.
Showdown.
Are they just...
None.
Oh, a bet and a call. Is that all in on turn? It is. So Elton making an aggressive play here. Bowling 25% equity. Needs a queen or a 7. Red card's a king, so Elton's going to lose that pot.
16.
Elton not doing too good lately.
Are the blinds and antes. As you can see, every player around the table putting up what is equivalent to a small blind. And then the button putting in the big blind as Elton moves in from under the gun.
Just for 94,000 euros. Just 94,000 euros.
1 second.
940.
ST's all in here of queen 10 of diamonds.
4,000.
Gonna push out Rui.
Fold.
Loose.
He's got Elton dominated.
Ooh. Whoa. Hero. Go. Wait.
That flop doesn't really hit anyone, but so Elton picks up more outs. River's a 10, so ST is going to ship this pot 203,000 euros with queen 10.
Yeah, he was about a 60-40 favorite pre-flop.
I'm confused also. I only lose check, right? Only lose.
So Elton gets another 300,000 euros to play with ace king. So he 3-bets to 109,000. And Elton is all in a dominated situation with king 9. He does have 300k plaques next to him, so he's ready to rebuy. So Elton is drawing very slim here. 18%. He needs a 9. Turn to 10. River's a king, so Elton's going to bust again. Elton likely to reach for 300,000 rebuying chips. This has not been Elton's day today. Maybe looking to get into this game. So Elton's got ace king. He limps under the gun. And Tom Dwan's raising him king queen suited. Probably looking to get it in. So I imagine Elton's going to limp shove here. He's all in. Tom Dwan's all in. So Tom Dwan is dominated. They're all in again. Everyone all in like every single hand. Elton flops top pair. Tom needs a queen. He doesn't have very many outs left. 7%. Here comes the river card. It's a 7, so Tom's going to lose all of his chips. He was up 300,000. Now he's down 300,000.
He can certainly afford it, though. He's always asking to kick up the game. Oh, moves all in with the jack 10. ST looks him up with his ace-jack suited. Let's see if Elton can get any luck here. Well, flops a double belly buster.
Look at all those outs. 8s, 10s, and queens. 52%.
He's actually ahead, and that's a great turn for him, but he's not out of the woods yet. He needs to dodge a heart
Or a
going
10.
to the river, or a 10. Elton takes that one down.
Yeah, Elton finally wins a pot. It's been a while for him.
Call.
Alright, so Tom here, ace king.
Call. Fold. Fold. And check. Four players. Call. Call.
So Dwan leads out, Elton calls. We see people often call with top pair when somebody leads into a flop multi-way. It seems like when you have a weak top pair here, though, you're almost never ahead.
Well, we've also seen people fold top pair reasonable kicker too, so it's kind of strange.
$26.
Yeah, it's just very unlikely that Tom Dwan would
Right.
bet the flop with
He's
a hand
raising
that's
here.
worse.
Okay, well, you do like this better than calling again. Like, at least you're trying to make a play here. I
Sure.
mean, is Elton on the dealer button? He is, so he can represent a 6.
Yeah, he's trying to represent a 6 here. It looks like Dwan might give him credit.
But I mean, Tom is... He's a bit more suspicious than most players, I think. So,
Right, the other thing is Elton made it pretty small here.
Oh, I have my bet.
it looks
Okay,
pretty
I'll
strong. But
check.
who calls the flop to raise his turn,
What's the flop?
right, as a
King, 8,
bluff? It's hard. And that's why it looks credible right now. Because
Tom Dwan bet about half the size of the pot.
转牌加个杂花6，这牌就打了。
6.
so Dwan here in a tough spot.
Elton raising pretty small.
6 here, I go call.
Dwan just trying to figure
Another
out.
big hand.
It's a very polar spot, obviously.
没用了，没什么空间了。
What Dwan is thinking is, what are the hands that Elton calls with on the flop
Lays
that he
down the
then
best hand.
bluffs with on the turn? And Dwan couldn't really think of too many hands that qualified, and that's why he folded. Nice, well-timed bluff by Elton there.
Yeah, now, like, he had a plan, you know, I think he thought, if Tom checks a turn, then I'm just going to show down my king 8. But if Tom bets again on the turn, then I turn my hand into a bluff. So, ST with pocket 10 is going to call. Rui's in. Elton base king.
再来一次。
Going to make it 40K.
CD.
It's like the only kind of hand I do this with, you know? Kings, queens. Even still, I almost didn't do it. No, I almost didn't do it.
There was no side part.
Right, I want to get you to fold like Jack 10 or something.
Alright, so ST is going to try and set mine here with pocket 10s.
One time.
Rui Cal, not a great hand, but getting good odds.
Hit me one
Closing
time.
action, but he's going to fold.
Save it for next time, maybe.
There you go.
So Elton outbluffs ST. Top pair, top kicker. That's 55,000.
5. 12.